Okay, I'm at the Edison Ice Cave system at the southeastern end of the system. So that's the one that's closest to the parking lot. Anyway, I just went through this cave once, shoot a horizontal video. No sign of ice, no sign of bats. Lots of moths, lots of rat poo. Lots of dirt. Anyway, luckily I have knee pads on. Protect my beautiful knees. As you can see, the floor is pretty flat, except it's rough, got lots of rocks on it. Ceiling is kind of arch-shaped. Like I'm on my feet right now, not quite standing up, but hunched over. A few spots where I have to hunch down, crouch down, get on my knees. So you see the cave gets wider ahead. It bulges down in the middle. So both are dead ends, but I'm gonna keep going left to go through clockwise. Since in the horizontal video I went counterclockwise, just to get a different perspective. Double my chance of seeing something cool. As you can see, other than having a low ceiling, this cave isn't that hard. If the ceiling was taller, this would be like the easiest cave ever. But one thing too, look at this. Those little round things, that's rat poo. So yeah, wash your hands after caving and before caving, but that's another story. All right, here we go. Just like meals, you know, wash your hands before eating, wash your hands again after eating. Anyway, double your chances of getting rid of those pesky germs. My footprints are the only one here. I'm assuming every winter the footprints disappear with the freezing weather. So that means I'm not the first one here this year. I think last year it was closed anyway. So there's a reason I haven't been here in 4 years. So it's pretty much the same. I don't see any ice yet. Usually I come here earlier in the year. I had a pretty busy year. There's one moth on the ceiling there. Oops, there we go. There's one moth on the ceiling there. Nice little cluster of moths right there. Another moth right there. I'm not sure what that orange speckled stuff is. I don't think it's dirt. I think it's something a lot more interesting than that. Anyway, whatever it is, it gives a little unique character. If you look hard enough, even though all these lava tubes are the same, they're lava, each one has a little signature look to it. Experienced caver has been at each cave a few times. See one picture of the cave, be like, oh yeah, I recognize that cave, because look at that kind of rock, or look at that kind of dirt, look at those moths. Huh, I'm used to seeing moths in the winter, because they like hibernate in the winter. I'm not used to seeing so many moths in the summer. Maybe because it's hot outside, I don't know. Actually, it's not that hot yet, but it's gonna be hot in the afternoon. Trying to do these caves early in the morning before it gets too hot. Take me a little bit of time to hike back to the car. So I'm not gonna hike back there, that's a dead end. Notice on the ceiling, the plant roots coming through. What's really cool, I went to a cave a couple days ago, I don't remember which one, but there were actually plant roots growing on the floor. I don't think I've ever seen that before, that's really cool. We were trying to debate how in the world it happened. I don't know. Because they weren't tiny. It's not like one little seed sprouted and then died. I mean, obviously a plant was thriving, at least for a while. Huh. One thing too, look at the beautiful floor here. Those little round things are animal poo, rat poo. So yeah. Technically you should decontaminate all your gear before going in and out of a cave to stop the spread of germs. Okay. Same thing here. Look at all this. All these round things are animal droppings. And then this white stuff, there's like a fungus growing in it. There's some there. Some there. All sorts of yummy ecosystem that might seem gross, but you know, it was here first. I'm in its lair, so try to be gentle. I'm not gonna like come in here at a fungicide to try to clean the place up or something creepy like that. Anyway, of course, if it was poisonous to humans, I would just stay out rather than try to decontaminate it and conquer it. Yeah, here's that spot with lots of moths, but also right in the middle there's a small formation, really tiny. The caves around here don't really have any formations. I think usually has to be a big cave that cooled slowly, had formations in a lava tube. No solution caves around here. Solution caves, they just have huge formations because they last so long, millions of years, so they have time to grow and shrink. The lava tubes I've been in are much younger than that. So I'm up on my feet now. Wow, look at that. Don't touch that, you might pull it down. Leave it where it is, it belongs there. Alright, I'm just looking around here. There we go. You see the natural light ahead. I have the white balance on my camera, or light, 2700 kelvins. So we should debate, is it 2700 Kelvin or 2700 kelvins? I think it's more than one. I'm leaning towards kelvins. But a lot of somewhat wise people have told me, no, you don't need the S. So, yeah, feel free to debate that in the comments. Better yet, cite your proof. Anyway. Of course, it might depend on context. It's like if you have measures something and it's 20 feet, but if you have a pole that's 20 feet long, you don't call it a 20 feet pole, you call it a 20 foot pole. So maybe there is a time for Kelvin and a time for kelvins. Darned if I know. I went to public schools. I'm lucky I can write my own name. All right, well, this concludes my, tour of one of the Edison ice caves with no ice.